Opusex. Opusex. OP24. So, yeah, no, my friend didn't believe that was their call. I'm like, no, the OOOPUSX. Opusex. $50, luckily, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Hello, Zeus Pantera of In-Ear Fetish. Welcome to my channel and the Opusex. Is there like written? No, they keep writing it small. It's there, though. It's definitely there. And these are a very unique, very flawed $50 IEM. I have never bounced between like, man, I can't wait to recommend these, and oh God, they hurt so much with an IEM. And they're not just unique in that manner. They have an actual physical knob that you can rotate to change the electronic tuning crossover. Which is unique. Sometimes there's a switch on the outside you could fuck with. Sometimes there's the switches, you got to get the little dip switchy things. But usually not on a $50 IEM. This $50 IEM, this is unheard of. However, they hurt. Treble is like, and it doesn't matter which orientation that shit is, it is treble. You know, we're actually going to come out of here. We're going to go into here. Maybe something that just Shelly Labs can help that out. The wire is not stock. I'm using the flare cable, which you can buy right now. This comes with the Defiant, and you can buy it separately. So you want an interchangeable head cable. And it should be coming with the standard color, the other color soon. Because this one is, well, it's a 315, which automatically is like, all right, I want to try it on balance gear. Yeah, coaxial in. What do you want from me? Leave me alone. But then what the fuck is this? It's so long here, and then like the twist isn't correct here, so then it's okay, but it's like real cheap. Like it's a $50 IEM, so I usually like give like benefit of the doubt with a wire, but this is like a $20 IEM wire. Also, did I mention the fact it's QDC, which is the little protected 2-pin? So technically, this is not like my wire is a 2-pin wire. And that has the little box that sticks out, and the other one's supposed to go over it. But you can just jam a 2-pin in there, and it works just fine. It's not affecting the sound. Juno SS tips on there. Actually comes, I will say, for $50. These are some nice tips. These are pretty standard fare, these guys. But these are like tacky and ribbed for your pleasure. So, nice. At least, well, I would say 6 pairs. Just 6 pairs of tips with a $50 IEM is a good haul. They don't really come with a carry case or anything. The wires, meh. The actual build of the IEMs themselves, if this was a Dunu IEM and it was $250, I'd have no complaints. The build is all metal. Wait, is that... Am I lying? No, the build is polymer. What part of this is metal? The buttons are metal. So is a shell? That's polymer too. Honestly, look at it, man. I thought they were... You know what? They're not cold enough. They're not cold enough to be metal. So we've got a really fucking nice white shell, R indicator there. The fascia here, straight. It looks. What was that weird Dunu one that was like the brain quake or the brain fart? You guys know what I'm talking about. Cheesequake, New Jersey. That's a place. And it's got these like acrylic windows, which probably don't actually do anything. They're probably just stickers. And then there is a vent, and then there's like 2 screws. And come on, man, it's got a rotating knob. You know how many things I wish had rotating knobs? I will now complain. I haven't been using these for days. I've only been using them for maybe an hour, maybe a little less than an hour. And I have turned this knob, while it's in my ears, 25 times. And I cannot, for the life of me, tell you what it does. And I went to read the manual because I wanted to ask the manual what it does. And the manual simply says mode 1 and mode 2. So there's no description of what those modes are. And I want to complain about this as well. You see how there's like a solid dot there, and then there's a hollow dot here for this mode. Now, if I rotate this, there is a hollow dot there to show the second mode. It's the same fucking indicator. if I didn't have the manual to show me physically that they have to be in the same orient, because I wasn't sure if it's a turn both of them clockwise or do I go in the same, it's the same way. So if you're trying to do it when they're out and about, you're like, but you put them in your ears and you just go forward. And I've turned them forward and I'm listening, hoping the treble would go away. You know what's in these? You know, that's another problem. We have a problem. These are $50. What is some of the best IEMs ever? I live in the $50 range. I self-pimping my JoJo's. All right, blonde JoJo, single dynamic, little tiny one, great. Tin T2s, 10 2 DLCs, dual dynamics, fantastic. This $50 IEM has 2 dynamics and 4 BAs. This is a 6 fucking driver unit, according to the website. What? Now look, I don't mean to be paranoid, but if I find a brand new car for sale that's like $12,500 and it's a manual 2-seater with a V12, something's wrong. That 4 cylinders is plenty for $12,000 in a brand new car. Why are there 12? 12 what? 12 soda cans? Like what the fuck? There's a line, and the line shifts. Yes, things get cheaper as we get further into the future, the technology. No. And the no extends to the sound. So we've looked at it now. I've literally told you, and I've tried having like different settings on either. I'm going to push them both forward because I feel like that's going to be right. Just going to feel that out. Now I'm going to put these back in my head hole. Holes, plural. I have 2 holes, at least 2 in my head. Like my fucked up orc lady? Yeah, so do I. Usually when I'm listening to an IEM, I'll add something to like that's a great song, put it in the testing playlist. Not these. I added it to a different playlist. I have several up here, headphone demos, old demos, new test, best bass, and then the one next to it is treble. I added a song, which one was it? It was Ollie Project. A lot of these are actually broken. Hold on. I mean, this one's a classic. It's not Tubular Bells. It's from Bakemonogatari. What did I add? I think you're... Like, there's... Well, when the volume is low, I had the volume just now low on this. I had it on the K13, which I've now moved to the desk. Volume is low in this. You don't really notice the murder treble. But then you start like playing around, and it's like, this is a good song. Oh, this is a good song. That one's broken. Where was it? I forget which song it was. I actually restarted. Fuck it, get out of the treble playlist. When you turn this up to listenable volume, these birds go from like, just tweeting. Well, they actually never get to loud of painful because it's Pink Floyd and it's recorded really well. But I've shuffled, and the thing is, I like the way these sound pretty much. Like 80% of this sound is fantastic. It's wide and it's engaging, and the bass response is fantastic. But as soon as any treble is present and your volume is... Yeah, it's an IEM you can't play. I would love to tell people you got to get the Opusex, OP24. But at quiet volumes, it's just fine. And when you put it up, before treble starts playing, you get this really huge soundstage and really impactful low end. And like my initial thoughts in the first 45 seconds was, good. A $50 IEM I could recommend. Fantastic. Let me change the wire. All right, let me start playing with the tuning. What the fuck? Why am I bleeding? Eye patch, Band-Aids, pain. And there's only two things in this channel that really piss me off. Well, three things. Way overpriced stuff really pisses me off if I don't get what I feel like I deserve for the money. Very, very big sound disappointments. Like hugely sound disappointments from like what you've expected. That's bad. And pain. You put me in pain, you get fucked up on this channel. These hurt. And I desperately was like, no, maybe it's the amplifier. Maybe it's just the track. Or maybe the wire's too good. Maybe I got to turn the knob more times. Because everything around the murder treble is fantastic. But we're back to that 2DD, which is great bass. The 4BA is the problem. Because I feel like at least two of those are just straight like 7,000 hertz and above. That's it. Just go for it. And I would love to know what the knobs are supposed to be adjusting. Like, are we taking treble? Because ideally, since it's an electronic and not a physical crossover, it would have been cooler if this was adjusting like if this is a single dynamic, and this, when you rotate it, because it is here's the thing. This is a quality feeling device. I would never have put this at $50 if you just handed it to me and said how much this costs. That's a giveaway. But on a good wire, the feel of this like locking in, it feels like I could do this for like ages and it'll be fine. Like, how is that so nice? If this was a single dynamic and there was an actual physical tube rotating that changed the diameter of the tube for internal tuning, fucking wow, what a machine. But it's electronic, which should mean, since you have 6 fucking drivers in there, what rotating that should do is turn off 2, 3, 1, 4, 5. It should turn off something. Presumably, if I was designing this, it would turn off whatever the fucking treble murder is and let it be just like a softer IEM. If I could turn that knob and make these just softer, then she'd be here for her sexual connotation and not the fact that she's bruised and beaten. I feel bruised and beaten. My eardrums are just like, please God, fucking end this review. This is probably the longest I've done an IEM review without wearing them. Like, they're just on the table, because they're called the Opusex, man. That sounds, we agreed, it sounds like a failed superhero. Like a Catwoman, but on the Marvel universe, because DC's got Catwoman. So obviously Marvel would need Opusex. Yeah, no, I can't give these a echo. They have 1 5-star rating. Let's read it. It's completely in Japanese. Let's translate it. The housing is plastic and light. There is no sense of luxury. However, in terms of sound quality, the sinking bass, stretching treble, and forward vocal are organized at a very high level in a well-balanced manner. Resolution and sound separation also lightly exceed KZ and TRN at this price range. So setting that fucking bar way low with KZ and TRN. And not to is it racism if I say most Japanese people like treble? Is that racist? I don't know. You guys tell me in the comments. Because, and that was one of the problems with Fostex before the president of Fostex became awesome, is like everything was just treble murder. I mean, fucking Yamaha headphones are just treble murder. The fucking Audio-Technica headphones are just treble murder. It's just a thing. They love treble. They love their treble. These have too much bass for that. But man, do they have the treble the treble with the capital M on the murder. I wanted to like them. I spent the time. I swapped the cables, the amps, the wallpaper. Just no Opusex. Opusex, go sleep now. I love the design. Someone buy this, make it a standard 2-pin, so we're not being stupid, and figure out a way to make this if you were doing this and designing it to flip it while you're wearing it, more grippy. Like, it's doable, but it's like my fingers are just like, fucking please. So you could put either like a little, actually, I used to have a little volume control on like a Yamaha receiver or something that had the little thing on it. Like, you could build it out of Bluetech to show you. Give me like a key to turn. And if you're going to make electronic, make it like a severe difference and not just like, hand to heart, I cannot hear what it's doing. It's doing something, but it's not doing the obvious thing. It's not doing like one of the bass drivers is off or half the treble disappears. It's like a mid-range, like very gentle slope change. Again, there's no diagrams or anything to explain what the fuck it's doing. It's just tuning. Yay! So the answer is no. And if you'd like me to continue to say no to things like this, well, the Patreon and subscribe star will help support the channel, where I can you guys can support. And by the way, you can see unreleased IEM videos, depending on how many are in the can, which are waiting for you right now for free, without even paying for it. Go watch the Patreon and subscribe star. So metal buttons, plastic housings. Is that metal too? No, they might all be plastic. God, I can't. My fingers are untrustworthy. Yeah, they needed to. It's so cool in concept, and just it's almost great sounding too. It actually has it's got something going for it. I can't get past a treble. If you own a set, maybe this is just my set. I hope that someone already owns this, which is another reason I like to do these reviews late. Do you have them? Is treble a little bit of a problem? Because if it is on your set also, then we've got a trend. But if it's not, and 10 people are like, no, Zeos, there's no treble problem with me, maybe it's just my set. And then we could all go out and actually enjoy these. You do have to change the cable, though. But, Anyway, Wallpaper Horde, thank you all for stopping by. Mouse pads are on Reddit. We don't get enough good Opusex IEMs. I never thought I'd have to say that.